Hello, everybody. It is June 27th, 2022. I am Drew,
And I'm Tara.
and this is MELLONfights,
Mm-hmm.
a sports and entertainment podcast. You know, Tara, we got listeners that don't like sports. I think we've talked about this.
Yeah.
Uh, can I tell you a little story, those people? Get over it.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about sports. Plenty of people like sports. Actually, a lot of people. You know what? I'm gonna say a majority of people like sports. Sports are
I do
big
too.
in
And then I
people's
think when they
lives.
give them a chance, they end up liking them.
Yeah, and then there's some people that just like one sport. They
Yeah.
don't like a lot of. They'll give like one sport a chance, which I get. Sports are time consuming, and when you're a busy person,
Mm-hmm.
I used to be an all kind of sports guy. I used to be like, football, baseball, basketball, college, pro. I watched actually a lot of like pro hockey, especially during the playoff time. I'd watch golf on Sundays. I didn't do very well in school. Um, um, but then as you get older, time kind of, I don't know, it gets away from you. Kind of got to pick and choose what you want to do with your life. And I've cut back on some sports. Mostly basketball, NBA, college football, college basketball, and pro football. I don't really got time for a lot of the other stuff, even though I like some of it.
I know. And I think that part of it is I don't necessarily know the rules of the other things.
Mm-hmm.
For me at least. I know that you probably know more, but I'm like, I don't really care.
I mean, Tara, none of them are like rocket science. They're all pretty easy to figure out.
I know.
The rules for
I just
hockey aren't like hard. He's got to basically watch one game and he can figure it out.
I watched a little hockey.
Oh, really?
I watched a
Did you watch
period and a half
of the final
of the
game?
final.
So you know who
Yeah.
won. You know the winner.
I do.
Who was crowned the winner yesterday?
The Colorado Avalanche.
That's right. I was actually going to bring that up today.
Were you? Did you watch it?
Just to see if you had seen who won. No, I saw none of it. I just saw
Oh.
I was doing stuff yesterday, so I missed it.
I think what I feel about hockey is there is just so much going on and it's
Yeah.
like very spastic, but like there's no reward. Like
Sure.
I think in the Avalanche game, the Lightning in the third period had 2 shots on goal with like 3 minutes left. And I'm like, that's terrible.
That's all they had?
Yeah. So I guess
final?
the other 2-1.
Hmm.
It was fun though when they pulled their goalie.
Yeah.
And then when the Avalanche won and they were excited, that was fun.
Sure.
Excitement's fun.
Yeah, they haven't won for about 20 years, like 91 or something. Or not 91, like 2001, I think maybe was the last time they won. Tampa Bay had won the last 2.
Yeah, but people are saying that those are kind of not real.
Do you feel that way about the Bucks championship?
I don't know.
You don't think the Bucks championship's real? That's my point.
It's definitely real.
So are theirs. There's like a bubble one and then a weird one. Like, come on. That it's bullshit what they're saying. It just is bullshit.
It wasn't me saying it. It was other people.
Said, the way you said it made it sound like, well, people are saying those aren't real. It's like, they're real. Their championship's a championship.
Yeah.
But the point was, you kind of got me off before I made my point.
Sorry.
Sports. It was about sports. It's like, we're going to keep doing sports. Our goal is to make it more accessible to everybody, but also like, if we want to go on a rant about the NBA, we're going to do it. Again, just zone out.
Yeah.
Because
Drew's going to complain about threes at least.
Not today.
Least,
no,
not today. But at least 10 more times this year.
This year?
Yeah.
I guess the NBA season will start.
Yeah.
Prior to this calendar year ending, so I probably will say something about threes. We're in the sports realm right now, so we might as well just stick here for a second longer.
Sure.
Did you see the thing? Well, it's not really sports at all. I'm kind of saying it's like in horseshoeing some politics, to be quite honest. Did you see the thing where the Supreme Court made a ruling that it was like this dude couldn't be fired because they fired him because he was praying after every football game. I think they asked him to stop, but he kept praying with like the students and players after games. And the Supreme Court ruled that he should be allowed to do that. Even though that you're not supposed to have religion in public schools.
Yeah.
But the football coach is allowed to do it because, football is so fucking important.
Right.
I guess my point is this. That guy has the right to do that, but all the women of the world aren't allowed to have abortions. I don't care what, I don't care if someone decides they don't want to listen to our podcast. I know this is supposed to be a fun, entertaining podcast, but if someone listens to our podcast because they don't like our take on abortion rights and pro-life beliefs that we have, don't fucking listen to this show. I don't care. I really don't. That's my opinion.
You mean pro-choice?
No, I said we're pro. Oh, I did say we're pro-life. I'm so.
Well,
please come back.
No, we are pro-life of the moms that will lose their lives because of the inability to get abortions that won't carry the term yet.
I don't like the terms pro-life and pro-choice anyway. I think abortion should be allowed.
Yes. The fact that people. Okay, we're going full in, but the fact
this is our double grievance. We're double grievance. This is our double grievance for the week. This is our grievance. Like this, we're going to be a little angry here for a second, because we're allowed to.
The fact that people who are pro-life a lot of times are the same people that were like, you can't tell me to wear a mask. It's against what I want to do with my body. It's my body, my choice. Mm-hmm. And it's like a fucking mask that was to help other people.
Yep.
And it's like, you're a fucking psychopath if you are sitting here acting like you're saving lives by allowing this law to be overturned. It's like, really? You're saving lives? You're killing people.
My issue with it is, it's all like this. If you watch it just highlights the people like, I prayed about this, thank God about this. I'm like, fuck you. It's right. Like there's supposed to be a separation of church and government. They're supposed to be separate from each other and they're not. And it's bullshit because this country is not all Christians.
No.
And not even by a long shot. And it's going further and further the other way, quite frankly. Somehow these people are all the people in power right now. And I don't know what to tell you. We're not going to talk about this a long time, but fuck off.
Fuck off all the way. I'm angry. I'm sad. I'm pissed.
I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired
of it.
Dickheads. Again, if you're not into what this is, you can stick around and you can either disagree with me and be an adult and like be able to disagree with someone, or you can go like, I don't want to hear from you, sir, anymore, and that's fine too. Get the hell out of here. I don't care. I honestly don't care.
It's just
I didn't think. Yeah, go ahead.
Controlling women is just so played out, and I don't. It's like, what are you so afraid of? What the fuck are you so afraid of? And then there's like a racist agenda. Did you see that politician that said that it's a win for white babies or white people, white lives?
She said white life.
It's not white life.
She said white life. She said white life. Claims it wasn't what she meant to say. It was like a slip up. I don't. But guess what? I guess I don't believe in Freudian slips. I think that's what she meant to say, though. I think it's what she meant to say. But whatever. Here's the point. It's bogus. Get it out of here. And they're like, oh, we're just going to give the power to the states.
But you can't do that with guns, Drew.
No, you can't.
No. Mm-mm.
No, that is what it is. Right now, the states do have the power with guns, Tara. I mean, technically, that is what it is right now. That's why Illinois has different laws than Indiana. It's different everywhere. It's just all horseshit. I don't care. It's just so many like people that are, that it doesn't even affect mostly. That's the problem. It's a bunch of people who are not affected by these laws in any way, shape, or form. they're super privileged and have money and can do whatever they want. If things go bad and they need like someone in their family needs an abortion and they're feeling like they should have like be aborted, they're gonna figure out a way to get it done. They're gonna
Sure.
figure it out. Sorry to tell you,
Mm-hmm.
they just are. But anyway, again, that wasn't like super uplifting or fun or even like that
Poignant.
like poignant or
Yeah.
coherent. It wasn't even that
Yeah.
coherent. I just because I'm so frustrated and I don't have the right words to say it right now.
Yeah.
But
I
'cause it
wasn't
really-
expecting it.
Yeah, but anyway, my point was, I really wanted to go back to that guy praying after every football game. Because first of all, like he's allowed to do that, whatever. It's like we got to protect that, right? We got to protect that, Tara. That guy's got to be able to pray after his football game with his team and the players and the
That's
students.
so
Because guess what
weird.
God cares about is someone winning a fucking football game.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody gives a shit, dude. These people that are praying for everything and anything, just fuck off. You're
Yeah.
not that important. You just aren't. You're not that important. We're all important. Like I find every life to be important, but like not enough for you to pray that you deserve to win this football game. Anyway, but yeah, what is that? What about people that pray for their sports teams, Tara? What is that?
I don't know. That seems like
It's a wild
weird
move.
thing. Mm-hmm.
It's a wild move. Hey guys, this is our first afternoon recording. Normally record in the
Yeah.
morning. Apparently we're a little more fired up after 5 p.m. baby. It's been a long day.
It has been.
And a long weekend. So, I was told, Tara, that Miranda's friend finds your voice. What was the word? Miranda! What's the voice? What's Tara's voice? Mesmerizing.
Oh my god.
Mine's fine. Apparently, I think I was told she was told mine is fine. Sometimes she said it reminds me of the guy's voice on Pardon My Take. I don't know which one. I don't know if she's talking about Big Cat or PFT or Billy Football.
Hank.
I actually have no idea. Hank? God, if I sound like Hank, kill me now.
You hate Hank.
I hate Hank, and I hate his speech impediment.
Oh god, you hate a speech impediment.
Let's not put that out there. Let's not put out there. What are you doing?
You can cut it.
Why would you say that? Because with Hank, we could have been like, yeah, his Boston accent, the end. And all of a sudden, Drew's like, oh, Drew hates speech impediments. I don't hate something about it. A speech impediment. I don't hate people with speech impediments, but a speech impediment messes with my ears a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me uncomfortable to listen to somebody. Part of that is I actually think I have a bit of a speech impediment.
Sure.
I think I always have. It's not, but I work through it, or I think I've tricked myself. One time a dentist told me I should have a really bad speech impediment.
So then you thought you did?
Because my tongue, my tongue is attached really high up, or like really far forward by my teeth. So, my tongue doesn't stick out very far. Like, this is how far my tongue sticks out. Like that. That's nothing. That's me pushing out as far as I can.
That's not very far. I feel
No,
like it just barely goes below your lip.
So anyway, I'm supposed to. Apparently, I should have a little bit of a speech impediment. Oh, cool tongue, Tara. Put it away. All right, that's cool. Let's focus.
Let's focus.
Let's cool it down a little bit. Let's bring people back that stuck with us.
Yeah.
I hope this isn't someone's first episode they listen to. And like, these uneducated idiots shouting.
Yeah, we really did not come through. I'm not uneducated.
I mean,
I'm technically educated.
I mean, you went to school, but you feel like you got a lot out of
formally
that?
Educated.
Feel like you got a lot out of that there?
I napped so much. Ooh.
Naps?
So many naps.
Oh, I think isn't that what everyone does?
I would go, I'd nap, I'd sleep through a class, and then I'd sleep through another class.
Nice.
So it was not good. Not good.
Nice. You graduated, though. That's good.
I did.
I'm a sweaty, I looked good this morning. We first tried to do this morning, but Tara's internet wasn't working.
Mm-hmm.
Or not this morning, but earlier this afternoon. And I looked good. My hair was looking cool. But I worked out right before this. And now I got sweaty. sweaty hair and like red face. It's really cool. Luckily, this isn't all
I know, because
live.
I played volleyball and I look like shit too.
Well, no one's ever been like, who you guys look really sexy while you podcast. I haven't heard that yet
I know.
on our
Joel
from any
one
of our
time sent
clips.
me a text that said you look pretty when you pod.
Me?
No, me.
Oh,
Joel
you
told
said you,
me.
and I thought you were talking about me.
Oh, no. He said
Does
you
Joel
as in me.
does Sarah know Joel hit on you like that?
Yeah, she liked it. She liked it.
Nice. So let's talk about something Tara did.
Oh, God.
Well, do you want to start with that, or do you want to go do Pulp Fiction?
Let's start with that.
So I got a text from Tara, maybe, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours before we were supposed to record.
Like an hour.
Like an hour. She's like, hey, she's trying to figure out how to send me a TikTok without posting a TikTok. Like she wanted to like save it and send it to me. So, because she didn't want the world to see it. And I know why. So she sent it. She sent it to me because, we were talking about doing a TikTok dance. And in my mind, we were just going to do like a popular TikTok dance and like try to mimic it. But Tara decided to come up with her own TikTok trend. And it is fucking bonkers. I don't even I'm going to describe it because just in case she never puts it up. I think we should put it up, but what was that?
Can I just, before you describe it, can I say where my head was at when I did it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I was watching a bunch of TikToks, and by a bunch I mean like 5, and I just hated all of them. I didn't like any of the dances. I didn't like any of the trends. So I was like, well, maybe I could create my own dance. So I went to the songs, and I started listening to the songs, and the song that I picked, I'm like, oh, I can create a funny little bit with this one. And I did.
That's what she did.
And I showed Mom.
What did Mom think of this thing?
She goes, Tara, this is what I'm going to say. I feel like little kids are going to do this and you're going to get in trouble. I was like, Mom, it's not going to go viral. Plus,
it might. It's all. Here's what I'm going to say. I watched it and I was, and only I've seen it. And I was embarrassed for her. And that was with only me seeing it.
Oh my God, I cannot show it.
I was embarrassed. Tara, I have it now. So
No,
we got to put it up. It's funny.
No,
it's funny.
Not.
I will trust me. I will do something equally embarrassing. I got some ideas. Don't worry. So I'm going to watch it real quick and just kind of describe to you what's happening, everybody, in case she doesn't let me put it up. But hold on a second. So it starts out. It's Tara with this music I've never heard. Can you hear it, Tara?
Not really.
I've never heard this song. And she's holding up a bottle of soap, like a foamy soap. And out of the bubbles, she's spraying soap into her mouth. I got to be honest, a little jizzy looking.
I know.
It's a little cream too. Tara, it is problematic. It is fucking bonkers, Tara.
Well, there's another one that I did that's shorter, and that might be better because it looks less.
And here's the thing. Tara's 36, and here she is doing this TikTok, trying to create a TikTok 10 of squirting foam soap, like the soap that foams, into her mouth to the tune.
It's pretty good though, right?
I can't fucking handle it. Can I have Miranda come watch it?
Yeah.
Miranda, you gotta come here. You gotta come here. Hold on, Miranda, come here. So instead of Tara mimicking I thought you found one, Tara, and then you just did it because it felt like such a TikTok thing.
I know.
I've never seen this one, and she created it herself. So I'm gonna hit play. It's a couple seconds in, but
Hi, Tara.
Hi, Miranda.
so here it is.
Well, her makeup looks great.
She says your
Thank
makeup
you.
looks great. And then she like rinses her mouth out. Tara, I mean Miranda, so many levels. Like, are you embarrassed for her as much as I am?
I could hear you describing it in the other room, so I could tell it was fucking hilarious. But it is sexual.
It is very. Tara, I can't promise that wouldn't go viral. You're like, it's not gonna go viral. I'm like, I don't know that because it's fucking insane.
Like,
What?
I seriously don't.
It's gotta go up, Tara. It has to go up.
Okay, but like I literally, I'll do it just because I really don't care. It's not like I'm looking for a job or anything. But
I don't think be embarrassed though. It's a little risque to send to your brother.
No, I didn't even think about it until until I played it on the big screen, and I'm like, oh, this is wild, Tara. So I think maybe here's what we should do: maybe start a second TikTok channel that isn't our, or just put it because I don't want it really on Andyland Entertainment where I put
well,
my.
do you want it on Instabuzz?
Oh yeah. Well, here's the thing, because I want to start doing some TikToks that are ridiculous. I think we should just do a secondary one and put it up on there.
Like, I don't know if anyone's ever done that. I feel like they have had to have, right? I just literally heard that song and I was like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. Pretend to eat soap.
I don't know if this is good radio, but it is insane watching it. When I'll edit this down to maybe make it a little less wild, but
okay.
So guys, you're going to want to see it. So we're going to have to put it up because it is so fucking funny because it's so unexpected. Like, it is not what I was expecting from her at all when she sent it to me. Well, she even said, she's like, don't even look at the thumbnail when you get it, because you'll know what it is.
Well, because the first thumbnail.
And can I tell you a story? I didn't know what it was from the thumbnail. I was very surprised.
I thought it was thumbnailing with me holding the soap up.
I still wouldn't know. I still wouldn't have guessed that, Tara. I would not have guessed that's what was about to happen. Okay. It's bonkers. Yeah, I'm sure someone's done like fake soap into their mouth before.
Yeah.
It's fake soap, right?
It's fake soap. And I showed Mom and she was like, Tara, kids are going to start squirting soap in their mouth. I'm like, it's not real soap.
Also, that's fine. Do it. They're not going to die. That's what Mom made me do soap in my mouth before in my life. Liquid soap. Not a bar. Liquid soap. Did she ever make you do soap in the mouth?
No, I didn't start swearing until I was older.
I fuck bombs left and right from this guy. Fuck bombs left and right. Oh my God. I don't know how we go from what we were talking about straight to this, but we did it. We are quite the cast. Tubcast.
Well, I just really hated all of the dances and they just made no sense. And I was like, maybe I'll create a dance. And then I was like, oh, what's this song? And then I'm like, yep, that's the winner. And it only took me like 2 tries to get a perfect one.
So you're a pro.
The first one only, I would have used the first one, but it cut out too early.
Tara, you're going to be a star on TikTok, I have a feeling, without even trying. I think that's what's up.
Okay.
It's fucking hilarious. Let's stick to Tara being hilarious. We had Tara, we did a poll for Pulp Fiction or The Prestige on our Instagram. We didn't get a ton of votes, maybe like 15. And then I forgot to check it before the 24 hours was up. And there's no way to like look at it. Didn't save it and show me like the results anywhere. But last I had seen, Pulp Fiction was up like 15-4. So,
okay.
So Pulp Fiction was what Tara had to watch this week. Let's start out with saying, Tara, You've seen a
Yes.
decent amount of Tarantino movies prior to this, but this is
I
your
would
first.
say yes.
Like you've seen like Reservoir Dogs, right?
Yep.
Kill Bills,
Yep. Just one.
Death Proof.
No.
I thought we watched Death Proof, where they drive the cars around. The women drive the
No.
cars. I thought we watched that one.
Nope.
Inglourious Bastards,
Yes. I
Django?
think that might be. No.
Once
That
Upon a
might be
Time in
all.
Hollywood.
Nope.
You got some work to do. You got some work to do.
Yeah,
So.
but I've seen like more than one, which is
Yeah.
pretty good for me.
That's pretty fair. So let's hear what you thought of Pulp Fiction. Like, kind of changed movies, I would say. A lot of people tried to copy it after the fact. So, what is your take?
I can see
Pulp
why
Fiction.
people would try to copy it, because what Quentin Tarantino does really well is he has like people just having not normal, but like almost juxtaposed conversations like that you wouldn't expect two hitmen to be having, and then they go and they kill someone, and that's just like kind of interesting, and it's very interesting dialogue. Overall, I liked the movie. I was saying to myself, I saw The Departed before this. That was the one I watched last, and that movie was just so good. And this one was good, but there were parts in it that like kind of were a little long. So,
Really?
yeah, I think like when it kind of switched over to the Bruce Springsteen, the Bruce Willis. Sorry, I'm giddy from my TikTok. When it switched over to the Bruce Willis part, it kind of was
Yeah.
a little bit slow, and then it really started to cook. But
Sure.
You disagree?
No, I would say here's what I would do with the Bruce Willis / Bruce Springsteen portion of the movie. And I'm not the only one that feels this way, but some people really get mad when you say this. I would just cut every scene with Bruce and his girlfriend because she was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that? With that she was like the worst
Yeah.
actress that ever walked planet Earth?
Yes, and like
And it
some
just
of their
wasn't-
stuff was like weird, where I was just like, okay, this is like
I just didn't care about her.
Yeah.
Like, I cared more about him getting his watch
Yeah.
than anything. Than anything about her. Like,
And
I
like,
guess
how
they set
did
up-
she forget the watch?
I forgot the only thing you told me not to forget.
Right. I saw it, I swear.
I like blueberry pancakes.
I know.
Fuck. That bitch sucked.
Yes, she was
God,
so
she sucked.
bad.
I listened to a
I
podcast once where they
I
discussed
wish
it,
I
and
had a pop belly.
one guy had the take. One guy had the take that she sucked, and they all were like acting like he was crazy, and like she's like it's like pulling teeth watching those
Yeah.
scenes.
Yes.
Like it like almost ruins Bruce for like sticking with
Mhm.
her
Mm-hmm.
because he's awesome in that movie. Ends up like okay,
Oh, yeah.
you think that part was long, but that part also was like the most iconic, crazy part of the movie.
Well, then
Like,
it started to cook. Like at first, like I'm like, I think it was when it was with her, and they were just kind of in the hotel room,
Yeah.
and
mhm.
I was just not loving it. And then
But-
when he goes back to get his watch, then it's obviously awesome from that time on.
and disturbing.
Oh my god! So okay,
It's a while.
Can I say-
Listen, that's the thing about this movie. Go ahead. Say what you're going to say. It's
No,
you're
you
the one
say.
that saw it. No, say what you're going to say.
I was
It's
just
not
gonna
about
say,
me.
I know, but
I know it
you
seems like it's about me. I know it seems like it's about me, but it's about you right now, Tara.
You know when John Travolta is in the bathroom at his house,
At Bruce's house?
at Bruce's house,
Yeah.
and then he comes out and he shoots him, and then he like falls back into the tub, and then
Yeah.
he goes in and he's like in the tub. It made me think of when you pushed me into our tub in our first in our first apartment, and I like slow motion like fell back, like the way he was in the tub made me
Yeah.
think of like, oh, that's how I looked when
Yeah,
you
we were
pushed me.
adults. We were adults.
And-
I don't know what you'd said. I think I was just fucking with you. And I
And-
gave her a little nudge, shove, and she fell backwards into the tub as an adult.
and
And her friend
You-
was there and laughed at
and
her.
laughing, the the curtain came down and like poked into my arm and like punctured my
Yeah.
arm,
Her
and Tori was just laughing her ass off.
Tori
and like
Tori loved it. Tori
she-
loved seeing you get hurt. I think for a second Tori's like, Tori's not my real friend. Tori's not my
No,
real friend.
she
At that
is.
moment, Tori and I were friends, best friends, and you were not.
Yes,
Because it was just really, we
exactly.
bonded over you almost smacking your head. Your head almost hit the soap dish
Yeah, it was
thing.
very dangerous.
It was dangerous. It was dangerous.
But since I didn't get hurt, you guys thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah, if you'd gotten hurt, we wouldn't think it was funny, but you
No.
didn't at all, and we thought it was fucking awesome. So yes, that was a lot like Travolta dying.
Yep.
Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Pulp
Spoiler
Fiction.
alerts. The other thing about John Travolta that was so strange to me, and I don't know if it was character choice or I feel like it must have been like a character choice, because every time he was in scenes with Samuel L. Jackson, his accent got like a little more terrible and more like he was trying to be cool, you know how sometimes when people are around black
Absolutely.
people, they like kind of really dig in.
No, if you know anything about Tarantino as a director, that was definitely like, I don't know if it was a Travolta choice or
Right.
a Tarantino choice. That was definitely something that was probably just, you're totally right. He's totally talks different when he's with Samuel L. Jackson, because he's trying to like be cool and hip and like impress him. He wants Samuel L. to think he's cool. No doubt about it. Because he definitely, that's something he does, is he really like, well, I don't want to say coach, but he'll like have an idea of like, hey, really think about this scene. Like, this guy thinks this guy's, you need to ham it up a little bit, sort of thing. Listen, I'm going to go back to it, but as far as this compared to The Departed goes, I think The Departed is great. Pretty straightforward movie, kind of a cool twist and turn movie as it goes on. I just think that as far as like characters go and like the way this is shot and the way it's like the story is told, it's pretty awesome and unique, and got fucked over as far as winning the Oscar. I mean, that's not even Scorsese's best movie in my opinion, not even close. But this is probably, is it Tarantino's best movie? I don't know. It's just the most iconic for sure.
There was just so much going on. It was just one thing after the, and it was just crazy stuff. Like when they end up going back to the Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta scene after John Travolta had been like shot, and they kind of went back to show what had happened in that apartment. And
when they shoot the guy in the back of the car.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, that was so crazy. Where he's like, because Samuel L. was like, oh my gosh, like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I should have been shot dead. Like, I have a new meaning of life.
Yeah.
And then they're in the car with like their little informant. And then John Travolta accidentally shoots him in the head.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Everywhere.
Let me ask you a question. Was that headshot more surprising, or was Leonardo's headshot more surprising?
Leonardo's.
That surprised you more than just a random gun exploding a guy's head all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Man, that was
that one. I mean, that one was like as funny as a head exploding can be.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny. Like, it's not a funny thing, but it was funny.
When they're cleaning the car and he's like, why am I in the back cleaning up brains? Like, what the get the fuck back here.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was so good, man.
And I like,
there's a lot.
There's like a lot. That's the thing. There's a lot of like really funny stuff going on throughout the movie.
I mean, even in the craziest scenes, like funny shit happens. Like when what's his name? Bruce Willis Springsteen is and they're down in the fucking hole and they're getting raped. Not a funny thing, terrible. But the imp is like kind of a funny, ridiculous thing. The guy in the box.
Yeah.
In his like little outfit. And then he like knocks him out. Like he killed him with that one punch.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, it was kind of something about it was funny. I don't know.
Then he goes back to save the guy that wanted to kill him, because he's like, no, I'm not letting him like go down like this. This is terrible. These people are disgusting. And they end up killing him. And he goes, hey, Marcellus, you all right, man? And he's like, nah, man, I'm pretty fucking far from okay. Like, or he's just like,
He
no.
says, "Are you okay? I'm pretty far."
Yeah,
from,
are you
pretty
okay?
far
I'm
from okay.
pretty fucking far from okay. And I'm like, this is just crazy.
Um,
It's good.
that was a pretty good line reading. That was a pretty good line reading there from you.
I wrote it down
Yeah.
incorrectly.
Tarantino's a nut. He's crazy.
He's a nut. There's stuff that I don't like about his stuff, but there's stuff that I
for sure.
love
I mean, it's
about
weird
it.
to write. It's weird to write a scene where you're the character and then you're dropping N-words at a black person.
Yes,
it's weird.
That's how I felt.
I don't know that.
And his wife was black in that too.
Yeah, I don't. Like, I don't. But again, I think that's a. I don't know that he wrote it for himself, but I think he was at a point where it was like, I don't think anyone else is going to do this the way I want it done, so he did it. And I think he's making a choice. I think he's in his brain. It's a guy that would say something like that, where he has enough power in that situation, where where Samuel Jackson didn't get pissed at him at all. Like he was like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he was like, like I'm not even gonna fucking mention this because I know that this is a fucked up situation. I don't condone it. You know, he could have probably went without writing that into it. Let's be honest. But
yeah.
Tarantino's a weird dude. It's a wild movie. Do you have a favorite like part of the movie? Did you like what of the storylines do you think you liked the best?
I think I like the John Travolta stuff the best.
The Travolta, like him and what's her name, or just Travolta in general?
I think Travolta in general.
But well, how did you feel about Mia O'Dean? Like, I'm sure you were like having.
Drew, I sent you a Snapchat. I don't know if you.
Oh, I don't know if I got it.
And it was when she was like ODing, and I was like, WTF?
Yeah, that was like the big scene with the needle in the chest part. People were like, whoa!
Yes, and
like the amount of anxiety I was figuring you got from watching that part of them about to stab her in the chest.
It was crazy, and I just like didn't think she was gonna die, and she didn't. But like when he like did the heroin, it was just kind of like going over there, like loving life. And then I mean, like rule of 3, every time he was in the bathroom, the 3 times something terrible happened. So the first time was technically the first time was when he was at the diner, then with Mia, and then
the diner
when he got shot
is the last.
Well, it's the last, but if we're talking like chronologically, yes.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because you're right. Technically, yes, because that day they're talking. He's talking about he has to take her out to dinner. You're right. You're right. That's prior to that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's like
Tara, I never picked up on that. I never picked up on that. Him having to take shits. It's not just going to the bathroom. It's he takes shits. Though he didn't take a shit, I guess, the second time.
No,
with Mia, he just went in there to get it. He had to talk himself like, listen, we're not going to fuck this.
Mess with her. Exactly.
We're not going to fuck with her. We're not going to fuck this bitch. I will die if I do that. Exactly. I really want to. We're connecting on this level, but I can't do it. I'm leaving. And I love it. He's like, we're going to have one drink. He walks out. He's like, hey, I'm getting out of here.
Exactly.
It's such a good line. He's like, see ya. I'm leaving, actually.
Yeah.
I can't handle this.
Yeah.
I'm a big Pulp Fiction guy. I think it's really a great movie. Now that we talk about it, I really want to watch it now. The nice thing is Miranda hasn't seen it, so.
Oh.
Or has she? She might have. I don't know.
She told me I should watch it, though, so I feel like
you're right. She did watch it. That's why. She's the one that told you to watch it.
Yeah.
I get confused on who's seen what between you two.
But I liked it. I did like it a lot.
They're different. I think as a rewatcher, Pulp Fiction is a little better because you catch a lot of
definitely
little idiosyncrasies in it. Where Departed, it's like it loses a lot of its. There's still really good parts in Departed, like that you love, and there's a lot of good lines in that too. Actually, that you don't catch the first time. They're both really good. So, awesome. Let's hear it. What are you ranking this bad bitch?
I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5.
Out of 5.
Royales with cheese.
Ooh, I love it. 4 out of 5 Royales with cheese. That's a good one. That's good. It ain't a 5er. It ain't a fiver for you? That's wild. That's wildly underrated to me.
Maybe I'll watch it again. Maybe I'll watch it again and feel differently. But so far, 4 out of 5s Royale with cheese.
Would it be 4 out of 5 quarter pounders with cheese as well? Or would it translate it a little different? It's still the same.
Actually, it would be more because like the euro is higher in value. It would be like
4.5 quarter pounders with cheese.
It might even be like 5.2 quarter pounders with cheese.
Shit. All right, out of 5 though. Out of 5 Royales with cheese though.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
That's funny. Cool. I'm glad you watched Pulp Fiction.
I liked it.
We got a few votes. We'll try that again. The funny thing is, Tara, the movie that you wasn't picked is the one right now I'm going to have you watch unless something changes my mind. I'm not going to have you watch it back to back Tarantino. What'd you bring to the table? Is there something you wanted to talk about or at all coming into the week?
Let's see here. Okay, I did kind of have something because it's starting to get nice out and we're going to Cassville to do a float this upcoming weekend.
Make me do another summer list coming my way?
Not really.
Okay. Thought maybe.
Okay. And like when we would go to Cassville when we were little, we would always get treats, like, because it would be Adult Swim and like, or just a break. And then we'd always have to go and get treats from the stand or like food. And I don't remember everything. So I kind of want to know just your top 3 favorite treats.
So it is a top 3. It is a top 3.
It's a top 3.
Top 3 summer.
No, listen. Top 3 favorite treats from the pool or the ice cream man.
Again, when do you do those 2 things? Middle of the summer. It's a summer top 3 list again. It's fine. I accept. But it is a summer top 3 again. Hey, Drew, you know what's summer? Terry, you're a lot like my Alexa. Every Friday she gives me every Friday Alexa gives me like a what's it called? Like a life advice thing, like a something where it's like, hey, this will make your life better. I can't think what the word I'm looking for is, but it's always like, it's nice when it's nice out, you should open a window. It's nice out, you should go for a walk outside. If it's nice out, that's kind of your top 3 list. So it's summer. What summer stuff do you like?
Well, I was struggling.
Next week it'll be, what's your favorite summer activity? That's fine. I like it. My favorite pool/ice cream treats. Basically, you're asking me my favorite ice cream treat. That's not like...
Not really.
I guess it's different because it would be...
at the pool.
Yeah, I'd get different stuff at the from the ice cream man than I would get if I was to buy ice cream. Like, technically, they didn't have like... So, like, at home, I liked a Mr. Freeze or an Ice Pop.
Yes.
But the ones at the pool weren't as good. They were too big and the flavor sucked. Big. So that ain't on my list.
Okay, good.
That ain't on my list.
Yeah, I get it.
I was kind of I really liked the Screwball. I was a Screwball man. Which was it sherbet? It wasn't ice cream, right?
It was like a sherbet, yeah.
A sherbet, and at the bottom was a gumball.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you sure? Because you look like you didn't want me to say something.
No, go ahead. I didn't.
So I would always get the Screwball too. It was on my list. But I'm going to be real honest. I've never liked orange sherbet, but I'm like a weirdo and I just wanted the gumball at the bottom. And it was so gross too because it would be like...
Well, you're gross.
Hard and not delicious, but for some reason I was like, "Yep, I need this. I need this gumball."
Yeah, you're a dumbass. We used to go to the ice cream shop at Westgate Mall, or Westgate, or Markets. Yeah, Westgate Mall.
Westgate,
and you'd get the bubble gum ice cream and just eat it and suck the ice cream off of each piece of gum and put it in a side dish and then eat the gum afterwards. I hated you for it. I fucking hated you for it.
I know.
It was disgusting.
But the thing is, I
was
was like a
gross.
Violet Beauregard. I freaking love gum. So, like, if anything ever had gum involved,
Yeah,
Bazzi was getting it.
you thought you were Violet Beauregard.
I did.
It's funny. Brenda wanted us to have you watch um uh Willy Wonka, or not Willy Wonka. I'm sorry. Yeah, Willy Wonka, not Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Even though she knows you've seen it, just because she likes to hear us talk about how much we hate Grandpa Joe. Like we
Oh my
fucking hate. We
god.
hate his guts, and he's like
We
the
hate
biggest.
his
He's
guts.
like, if we had a movie villain list, he would be in the top. Like he'd be in the finals
Oh yeah.
of our
That
movie
guy-
villains. He's a trash human being. He's trash, Tara.
They had no money at all.
No money at all.
And homie was getting up in the middle of the night. You know it because his legs weren't atrophied. He was able to get up. He was getting up in
Yep.
the middle of the night, walking around, but never
Yep.
helping the family make money.
Yeah, he had his. I think it was his. Was it his dad? Was it her dad or his dad? Grandpa Joe.
I don't
Is that her
know.
dad?
I think they were both her parents. One was her mom, one was her dad, and the two were the steps.
But so that was her real dad then.
That was her real dad. Grandpa Joe
Yep.
was her real
And
dad, and
Grandpa Joe's
Grandma
her real
Georgina.
dad.
And Grandma Georgina was
and they
her real
remarried,
mom.
and they just happened to remarry people that were the
Exactly.
same name.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, that piece of shit. And then it's just like she's working all night long, just cleaning, doing
Oh my
fucking
gosh.
laundry. And that
with
dude
a big
he could get up, he could walk.
And dance.
He got up to go to a goddamn candy factory.
Yeah.
Like what a dog shit. And like he kept giving Charlie all this like hope, all this hope. The likelihood that Charlie was gonna do that was about zero.
Yeah.
More power to Charlie's a hero, and Charlie might be one of my favorite heroes ever. In a movie.
Yes, he's so good. But you know when Grandpa Joe's like pretending to fall back, like, oh, I can't walk yet because, and it's like,
but then he's doing like flips. He's like basically doing flips.
Exactly, and then he freaking has like Charlie breaking the rules when he wouldn't have broken the rules, and they still busy lifting drinks. Almost kills
because of Grandpa
him.
Joe pressuring him into it. And then Grandpa Joe, and then the fact that Grandpa Joe's a pig and just burps willy nilly saved him, I guess. His piece of shit. He's a pig. He's a monster. That guy. And then like the second Charlie turns in he's like, we're gonna give Slugworth his fucking ever let. And then Charlie's like, nah, we ain't doing that, Gramps. I mean, I feel like Charlie could have kept it and not given it to Slugworth. He didn't know that he was gonna. But anyway, Charlie's like, nah. But he's almost like, I can't let. He knew how evil Grandpa Joe was. That Grandpa Joe would turn it in. He's like, fuck you, Grandpa. I know you'll take this to Slugworth. You'll find this Slugworth motherfucker, and you'll give it to him.
I was gonna say, especially since he showed him who Slugworth was, and when they were in the cave, and it like, that's Slugworth.
You're right. You're right.
So he knew it.
He's like,
he knew who it was.
He's like, Grandpa's gonna give. I can't trust.
He knows too much.
This guy's been a loser my whole life. I don't know why I looked up to him. And in that moment, I think Willy showed him the way. It's like, your grandpa's a piece of shit. He's a rule breaking piece of shit. He's probably been living off the government on disability. He's getting a disability check. That's what was going on.
He definitely was using it on his pipe tobacco.
Pipe tobacco, and bought one chocolate for Charlie once, hoping that they'd get the ticket. And then so anyway, he turns it in to him, and he's like, Charlie, you've won. And then motherfucking Grandpa Joe's like, it's ours, Charlie, it's ours. I was almost hoping that when they went up in the great glass elevator, they'd throw Grandpa Joe out. That like, hey, by the way, your I don't know if you've ever seen Scarface.
No.
Have you seen Scarface? Good,
No.
because you're watching it this week. I just thought, but there's a scene where a guy gets thrown out of a helicopter and like hung from an helicopter. I wish they would have done that to Grandpa Joe.
Yeah.
So there you go,
Brandy.
There you go, Brandy. We did it for you, and I think we took it even deeper than we've ever gone. Like,
I think we have too. We really got deep into it.
I think we just really had to break down why we hated the man so much. You know, he's a piece of shit. And Charlie's the best. I didn't realize it was basically a story about Charlie letting go of his like old beliefs and letting the new like, forward thinking guy that kind of liked the he had all the Oompa Loompas who were, you
Mm-hmm.
know, foreigners,
From
he was
Land.
giving them jobs. He was like welcoming of
Yep.
new like people from other countries. He wasn't a
Mm.
xenophobe.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Oh, I see the new way." And he's like, "Grandpa Joe's a piece of shit." So, other than that, though, I really like slushies. I like the slush
Okay.
cone. I like not a slushie, a snow cone. I really like a snow cone.
Yes. I love a
Love
snow
a snow
cone.
cone. Really delicious. And then I didn't love the ice cream truck stuff. Those were kind of the things I got. I guess I also liked I'd like a Choco Taco.
Yep. I have that on my list too.
Choco Taco.
Choco Taco. I have a Bomb Pop as well.
Sure. Bomb
And
Pops were good.
at the pool they always had Tangy Taffy, and I freaking loved that shit. It was like a Laffy Taffy, but it had like tangy bits in it.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it anywhere but the Cassville pool, and it was my favorite.
Tangy Taffy. What was Tangy Taffy?
It was like a Laffy Taffy, but with like tangy bits in it.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember it. I don't remember our Cassville pool as well as you.
I went a lot.
Even though I went a decent amount, I probably actually maybe even went more than you. To be honest, I stayed there. I think
probably.
I stayed in town more often than you.
Oh yeah.
You'd stay out in the country a little bit.
Yeah.
Cassville, Wisconsin, guys. If you've never been,
that's where we're gonna be.
That's where we're gonna be this weekend. If you want to come try to find us a party out on the river, we're gonna float down the river and drink some beers.
Mm-hmm.
And camp.
Some seltzers.
Seltzers.
I might camp in
Beer
my car.
and seltzer. You might camp in your car?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, I bought these things for my windows. They're like mesh bug keeper outers and a fan. So
nice. That's cool.
Yeah, because Mom's always complaining about the camper not being big enough for 3 people, even though there's 2 beds. But whatever.
You sleep in it. All you do is sleep in it. It's not like you're all hanging out in there all dang day.
I know.
Tara, I don't think you need to rip on Mom every week.
I was kidding.
But you do.
I was kidding.
But you do.
I mean, I'm not kidding. She does say that, but like she would totally let me stay in there if I wanted.
And I'm gonna stay in this little realm here, and I got a top 3, and it's your top three favorite things about camping, like to be out and about camping. Do you have your top 3 camping things you dig?
Yes. So, number 1, I just love seeing the stars, because living in Chicago for so long, and even here, like you don't see the stars the same way you see them when you're out camping. The sky is just so beautiful. Number 2, pooping in a bucket. Just kidding. Just kidding. Even though I do it.
No. Yeah.
Number 2 would be just bonfires all night.
Bonfires all night. Nice.
And like making s'more. Right, but like making a s'more on them is really fun.
Sure. And then what's the third and final thing? So s'mores. So you're counting campfires with s'mores all as one thing.
Yeah.
They're not separate for you.
No. Okay. I think they're one and the same. They go together. You can't.
I've had a lot of. Here's the thing. I've had a lot of fires without s'mores. Obviously, you can't have.
Yeah, but not when you're camping. Not when you're camping.
Yeah, for sure. Tara, I don't. The only time there's s'mores is if Mom came because she brought s'mores shit. I never remember that stuff.
Okay, I'll just say campfire then. Okay. And then the last.
You can like s'mores. You can like s'mores, but you want something separate. We'll say you like s'mores around. You like all the things involved with campfires. S'mores.
Yes. Talking,
drinking, camp. It's called camping, Tara, but whatever.
Yeah.
You like camping? Okay, cool. What's the third thing?
I like when starts to get just like a little bit chillier, and then you have to
Mm-hmm.
like put your sweatshirt on and like get a little bit
Okay.
more cozy.
Yeah.
That's my third.
Awesome.
What do you have three?
I'm gonna go a different route. I'm gonna tell you
Okay.
3 things I don't like about camping. Because you said a lot
Okay.
of the things I like about it, honestly. That's the
Sure.
beauty of camping is what you're talking about. Number no particular order, but we'll go number 1, waking up in the morning in the tent and it's hot as dick.
Yes.
Like you're cold all night, but doesn't matter how cold you've been all night. The second the sun hits that fucking tent, it is scorching hot in there where you can't like, and you're so tired because it's so early when the sun comes up, but you can't move. You don't want to move, and the sun is just cooking you. You like try to get a zipper open to get some fresh air in there. It just,
Yep.
I hate that about. That's the only I don't mind camping on the ground. I don't mind the air mattress. I don't mind not having an air mattress. But how hot a camp like a tent gets, especially like a big tent, like. There's probably some smaller, more airy tents but I don't want to sleep. I like my big tent.
Well, especially in the farm when there's no tree coverage.
Yeah, and you just get baked. I think it's anywhere, Tara. I just feel like anywhere, unless you're like obviously somewhere cold. But even then, it probably gets hot in there just because a tent gets hot once the sun hits it. Number 2, I can't stand bug bites.
Oh my God, Drew.
I hate bug bites. I know that's not like a unique thing for me, but I can't stand bug bites.
No.
For like it's the worst. And the funny thing is I'll be like, no, they didn't even bug me last night. And then all of a sudden like, oh, I got bug bites everywhere. I'm as itchy as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even get touched. I can't stand bugs. Gnats.
I hate
gnats
bugs.
Are gross too. I just don't like bugs. That's the worst part of camping. I don't mind bugs, but I don't like the bugs that are bugging me. The ones that hassle you, you know?
Yes.
And bite you and fly around you and like get in your lips and beard.
Yep.
Or your mustache, Tara. You know, I don't even know if you have a mustache. I just mean a piece of shit.
I mean, sometimes I do.
Yeah, I think all women do.
And
then the third thing I don't like about camping is I don't like noises in the night.
Yes.
Like every noise I hear, for some reason, even like I don't know what animals they are, especially out at the farm.
Yeah.
Camp. Some like last time I was in the tent by myself, and it sounded like something was growling outside. It could have been something small as like a beaver or something, or like a little gopher. But it was every time, and then the wind blows, and it always feels like something's touching the tent. And it wakes me up, and I'm like, God damn it! Like I'm not like afraid of ghosts or anything. I'm just worried that an animal's fucking with me. Yeah, that does happen. Trinity's had a raccoon come in his tent. You know, like
like
animals
cut it with its finger.
Yeah, they're not
like
stupid.
A horror movie. Yeah,
and like I don't keep anything in a tent that an animal would want, but that they sometimes do it anyway because they're expecting maybe something is in there.
Well,
and my underwear always have a little scent to them, so maybe they think it's beef.
Oh God.
I didn't feel good about that comment, but I said
the last time I went tent camping was just a couple of weeks ago, and I hadn't been in a tent in a really long time, and I could hear the raccoons just raccooning around, and I was like, they're gonna come and get me. They didn't, but I was very afraid.
Yeah, raccoons are weird little fuckers.
I don't like
they're
them.
Weird because they're like they got no fear, man. They just like walk up and nowadays because everyone's been feeding them and like leaving trash around. They just like, hey, what's happening?
Well, Sarah said the very next day, because we hadn't seen any when we were out, and the very next day they were like sitting by the fire, and all of a sudden they saw tons of them, and they just walk up to camp and start like jumping on their tables and shit. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Get out of here, you little dopes.
Yeah. I'm with you. Raccoons, actually, that actually might, just raccoons in general at like certain camps, like certain campgrounds, like campgrounds really have problems with them because people, there's so much food and stuff and they just get used to it and they get used to the people. Like out of the farm, it's not really that, like I've seen raccoons there, but there's not a ton of them. They're not too bad. But like at a campground, they get pretty bad. And like they're everywhere. Even during the day, they'll be out and about, like fucking with shit. So raccoons actually is now on my list of things I don't like about camping.
That's a good one. I believe that's one of mine too.
So, awesome. Did you have a grievance for the week other than being pro? We are pro choice. I know we made that really confusing at the beginning, but
did.
we are pro choice.
Other than my grievance with
abort away.
Oh gosh. I have a couple actually, but I'll just pick one.
What is it?
Encores at concerts when like the band goes off the stage and they're acting
stupidest shit ever.
And then it's like half the time I don't feel like the crowd's like screaming enough to like deserve an encore, but also I get it because I'm like, why are we screaming?
I don't scream enough. I can't. I'm like, just play the song.
I know.
Let me go.
Exactly.
I don't want to cheer for more of your songs.
No,
Tara, I'm 100% with you. I've always hated it. It's so fake.
It's like such pageantry and it's stupid and I don't want it.
I mean, there's been times I was really happy when they came back. I'm like, finally, you're out. More because I was tired of like, and you know when it's really over because they turn the lights up.
Exactly.
I was at a Prince show once at the United Center, and he did like a really, I don't even know if he did an encore. I think he did maybe a short encore. And people said, the people I was with didn't want to leave. And we sat there for, I don't know, 45 minutes, it seemed like, half hour. And he didn't come back out because he left. Yeah. But I think the night before he'd come back out earlier. Like he came back out again, like for another encore and did more. Just stay out there and keep playing, man. I know they're tired and they might need a quick break, but like, just be like, hey, we're gonna take like a 10-minute break, and we'll be right back.
Right.
We got
play a video.
Like, woo, 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 woo. That's like the extent of what I will do. I'll go woo, woo, yeah, clap.
I'll go
clap,
woo,
woo. Yeah, not a lot of vigor. I don't want to yell.
No,
I don't want to yell.
I want to like yell when I'm singing the songs, not when I'm just trying to get him to come back out when he's going to come back out. I hate it.
Yeah. Not an encore guy. I'm with Tara. That's a great grievance. Encores are dumb. Encores are stupid as shit. I don't know who started it. I could see if like one time someone played and they had a killer set and they left and then like naturally the crowd just wooed because they just like had a great time.
Yeah.
Like, come on, come back out.
Yeah.
That's good. We want more. And then they did it. Like they just did it. Like, cool. We did do that. We came out and it was, that was a good idea, guys. But then when it's just expected, it's stupid. You know, people should go away from it and then maybe it could become fun again.
Yeah. And I remember we were at a Dr. Dog show. It was like the last show I saw before the pandemic. And I was like, man, this crowd is fucking awful. And then
during the show. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I just don't even think they're going to come out for an encore because we don't deserve this encore.
We didn't deserve it.
We didn't deserve it.
We didn't deserve it. I've been in shows that have deserved it.
Yeah.
That one didn't.
Did not deserve it. Like, people were being lame as shit. And then they came back out and I was just like, cool. But like, I also felt like I had to cheer a lot longer because they were punishing us for not deserving the encore.
I don't remember what they played.
I don't either.
I feel like it could have been better.
Yeah.
The only time, like when I like the encore, when I was like, man, they didn't play something I really love, and then they end up playing it. But
yeah,
I don't know. Have you ever been at a show where multiple encores happened? I have. It's weird.
I don't think so.
It's like I have once or twice. It's a strange thing. It's like encore.
I just want it to be done. It's like, how much cheering do you need?
The only time the encore really matters, we saw Neil Young one time. Me and Dad and Nicholas and his father.
Yeah.
And we just thought we were going to a regular Neil Young concert. We didn't, for some reason, he had done like a opera, a rock opera album and put it out. And we didn't, and that's what the whole show was playing out. It was like a protest, like about like this protester girl. It was terrible, but, he left and then we cheered for him. And then he came back and did an encore, and it was like just normal songs for about 20 minutes. And it was awesome.
God.
It's like, oh, this has been cool. The whole show would have been this dude. And that's, you know, whatever. An artist doing his thing. I like Neil Young, but it was stupid. It was stupid. Any other last things here before we start wrapping it up? By the way, if you're, you know, Oh no, I was gonna say if you're Christian and you don't like you want to have abortions, wrap it up. But I don't know if that's really technically allowed to do that either. I mean, there actually doesn't say anywhere in the Bible that you can't have an abortion. Just a heads up. But do I know that for a fact? No, I've never read it. That's the other thing, Tara. Nobody's read that fucking thing.
I know. It's like, who's
Nobody's read it. None of them. They got to listen to these people that lie to them on the regular. It's not any different than like politicians lying about things like, I don't know what's in that bill. Fuck out of here. I ain't got time to read everything everyone puts out.
It's so funny. I've got so many things left on my
list
talk about sheet, but
you don't want to talk about any of them?
I mean, how about I'll say the things, and then you can
lightning round.
Talk about the one that you want to talk mostly about.
Yeah, it's a lightning round. I can say yes. Yeah, this here. Give me pause after each one so I can tell you.
Gronk retires. Will he play
Don't
again?
care. Move on.
Okay.
Don't care. No. Yes, he will. Yes. Move on.
Okay. Trumpet the Bloodhound won the Westminster's Dog Show.
Don't care at all.
I know one of those dogs, and he doesn't like feet. Okay, Kyrie and LeBron.
Whoa. Bring it back. That's the lead. You don't say like, hey, do you care about who won the Westminster Dog Show? No, but you know a dog that was in it and they don't like feet? Yeah,
I don't know that. I don't know that the dog wasn't in the, it's a dog, the same breed of dog.
Oh. So you know a dog that was like that dog, and that dog doesn't like feet.
He's a bloodhound. Okay, he doesn't like feet, but sometimes he'll lay by your feet and then like growl at your feet. He's very particular. His name is Walter. Okay.
Oh, it's Walter.
Yeah.
Walter, as in like
Leah's dog.
Leah's dog. Okay.
Yep.
That's a good information.
Yeah.
Not a full story. Keep going.
Kyrie and LeBron, will they reunite?
Don't give a shit. I don't want to hear about Kyrie ever again.
Okay. And then...
And Kyrie's going to sign, it said today.
Oh, it did? I didn't have cable today. So... Denise Richards, her estranged daughter, joined OnlyFans. And then Denise Richards, the next couple days, joined OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird deal. Weird move. Is she doing nudity in it? I'm confused. Is it just... Here's the thing.
I would guess no.
OnlyFans is so weird. She doesn't really need to. But here's the thing is she'll get paid. If she does, she will fucking bank money.
I don't think she'll do nudes. I think she'll just do risques. But maybe she'll do nudes. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I just
OnlyFans is weird because there's so many different levels of it. Some OnlyFans is like full penetration.
Really?
And sometimes it's like, yes. Tara, OnlyFans is full on. Or it's nothing. Or it's just like, here's my feet.
Here's my feet.
Or nothing. It's just like dudes with it's a lot of dudes with just their abs out. I feel like,
are there any girls on it that like squirt soap in their mouth?
I didn't know where that was going, but. The answer is, I don't think so. So if you want to corner that market,
I will.
It's all you.
Okay.
Tara, the weird thing is someone would probably like it.
Oh my God.
So that's your thing. You're going to be a mouth soap squirter.
Yeah.
People are going to get, they'll be almost baited in and switch, but they might like what they see.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't know. I don't think I could come. I I know there might be a market for a hairy big man, but.
Oh yeah.
There's a million of them out there. So.
I don't know.
I might have to come up with, I think I need to come up with my own niche. That might be a fun thing, is for us to like have an episode where we maybe try to figure out what our OnlyFans could be without, because guess what? It's not going to be, guys. We're not going to show our buttholes. We're just not.
I don't think that's what you guys need to see.
No, Tara's going to squirt soap in her mouth. I think we picked yours. I think maybe next time we can figure out what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do nudity because I don't want to go to hell. No, I'm just not a nude dude. I'm a shy dude when it comes to wieners and nipples and buttholes.
Buttholes.
I don't know that I'm that. I don't know that I am, but I just don't. It's not how I want to make my money. It's flashing.
What
nips.
if I just show my butthole? Will people be into that?
Ooh,
so they won't.
Oh. Well, you could. Just don't say it's. and you
Yeah.
could probably do it anonymously.
Exactly.
Almost.
You could anonymously
it's out
do
there.
it.
Someone could probably figure out it's you now that you've talked about it. They're like, let's go find that. She's probably doing it. She's probably already got her butthole out there.
Yeah.
The brown eye, called brown-eyed girl. What color are your eyes?
Green.
What color are your eyes? Yeah.
Green,
never
but my
mind.
butthole's brown. Oh my god. Oh my god.
fuck.
I'm getting a little loony now.
It's going to be quite the ride for people this week. It's going to be a ride. Some people are going to turn it off, probably, right? Like, fuck these pieces of shit. Though nobody we don't know listens to it yet still. So the people we know will probably be like, whatever. They'll stop talking about this at some point. It's just like when they skip over, they don't listen to our NBA stuff. So,
yeah.
That was one thing I do want to, we'll probably figure out, we got to figure out what sports we're going to talk about here coming up.
I know.
Baseball is about the only thing. So we'll just have to look for interesting stuff like cool coaches kneeling down and praying with their players after every game. That's a cool thing to do. It's very team building.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Whatever. Cool. So we're working on our OnlyFans. Tara, I was going to have you watch Scarface. I don't know that you're going to like it though. It's long. It's kind of long. There's some really fun scenes in it that are wild and out of control. But as a whole, it's kind of stupid and long. I'm going to be honest. Scarface is fun, but also long. So I don't think I'm going to have you watch Scarface.
Yeah, because I have a pretty busy week this week with like being gone. So a shorter movie would be better.
It's not that much longer than any other movies. It just feels long. It drags a little bit. There's some draggy moments of Scarface. But the scenes that aren't dragging are top notch. They're fucking hilarious.
Movie that I can watch in a car while I drive?
No.
Okay.
You got to watch the movie, Tara. And it's probably going to be... I think I kind of wanted you to watch... I actually did want you to watch The Prestige at some point. So I think it's The Prestige is the way to go.
Okay.
You choose The Prestige or Scarface.
Let's Prestige.
Scarface is probably on the horizon, though. It's probably on the horizon. I'm going to say that right now.
Say hello to my little friend. Is that Scarface?
Oh, wait. Oh, that is Scarface, Tara. And that was good.
Thank you.
Let me see how long each one is. Let me see how long each one is quick. While I look it up, Tara, tell everybody our websites and our emails and stuff. Oh, I have one email. Hold on. Go ahead. Go. Do your thing, but... Our
email is MELLONfights@gmail.com.
Are you going to say www?
Yeah, I was.
People know, Tara, how to get to a website. Do it again, though.
Our email is MELLONfights. That's MELLON fights @gmail.com. Our TikTok and our Instagram handle is Andyland Entertainment. And
that's probably where Tara's TikTok's gonna. That's probably where TikTok's
my TikTok will be
going up.
Okay.
On Andyland. It's only gonna be on TikTok though, guys. We're not gonna put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
We're gonna strictly make it a TikTok.
And see how it does.
It's nuts. It's Scarface is 2 hours and 50 minutes long.
Ew.
And Prestige is only 2 hours, so.
Okay.
We're going to watch Prestige. So here's our one email of the week. It is from Olson. Okay. So we kind of got a pattern here. The same 3 or 4 or 5 people are doing it. Hey guys, email us. There's some people out there I know that have heard it. Jess is the one that said Tara has a mesmerizing voice. Hey, Jess, let's get an email from you. Let's hear what you think about something. What do we want to know from Jess, Tara?
I don't know.
Couldn't come up with anything for Jess, who just gave you a great compliment about your voice. Jesus.
Well, I was going to ask her what she thinks my OnlyFans should be, but we already know that it's soap.
Why don't you just ask her one of the top 3s? Pick one of the top 3s we did today, or a movie you want to watch, or anything.
Oh yeah, what's your top 3? I don't remember what you said, so I'll just say summer treats. Top 3 summer treats from the ice cream man or the pool. Sorry.
No, that's fine. No, what you chose is fine. It's just that to get there was funny. Olson's Olson. This will be our last thing. And we're out of here. This is a long episode. Her top 3 summer beverages. She said it was hard. She said a bottle of rosé.
Okay.
Boo. Totally naked.
That's good.
Totally. As a top number one summer beverage, a bottle of rosé, Tara. You can have a bottle of rosé any time of the year.
But there's something about it in the summer. It just really feels
No.
good. Mm-hmm.
Totally
I liked
Naked,
it.
which is a beer. Totally Naked in a can, in a koozie. There you go. That's summer for me. I need that.
Yep.
That made me feel. That feels summer. Bottle of rosés anytime.
Well,
Margarita on a patio
yes.
makes her miss the city. Makes her miss the city.
Me too.
Oh, she
girl.
said she'd like some music recommendations in upcoming shows. Maybe we'll work on that next week, Tara. Come back next week with a music recommendation. I know that's
Okay.
going to be hard for you,
It is.
but listen
I'll
around.
figure it
Listen to a
out.
couple new
I'll
things and
figure
tell
it
us
out.
if you like something.
Yep.
So, all right. We love you all. That's been Melon Fights. Tara, have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday. Can I tell you something, Tara?
Yeah.
When I hear Tuesday now, I go have a Tuesday.
Have a
In
Tuesday.
my brain. Like it's in my brain now when I hear someone else say Tuesday. And it's really stupid. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Melon
Fights.
Why
Did
did you
we nail it?
rush it like why did you rush it like that? There was no like you didn't even say it with like a little like a tune. You're like Melon Fights.
I did not.
Yeah, you did. Okay.
Okay.
We'll listen back to
We'll
it.
see it.
We'll
We'll
listen
see.
back to it.
I think it was
All
beautiful.
right. All right. Bye.
Bye.